Welcome to this guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Just smile. Even if you don't feel like smiling. Even if it's for a second. There's nothing serious here. We're not trying to be hard-headed or gain in any kind of important way. Don't worry about holding the smile. Just develop an attitude of gentleness here. An acceptance of this moment. Breathe in and let it go. You are here. Notice the breath gently moving in and out, all by itself. Notice how sounds like my voice, sound of the refrigerator, cars outside. Notice how without any effort, without any notification, you can hear it. Sounds happen by themselves. And you can bring your attention to your eyes. Even if your eyes are closed or open, there's an experience of vision. And there's no effort with that, right? It just happens again by itself. And this, of course, is similarly true with the sensations of the body, the experience of the air on your skin. All of this is happening, and you don't control any of it. So let it go. Allow every breath, sound, body sensation, every kind of experience to happen by itself. Just step out of the way. And you may notice that I am catching you, or rather interrupting you, thinking right now. Thoughts, too, kind of show up by themselves. We don't plan to have this next thought, it just happens. But because we are identified with these words, we believe we are doing it. We are thinking. But just notice thoughts as also part of this experience that too happens by itself. There's no need to do anything with them. Letting everything be, letting everything occur, including thoughts. This is stillness. This is just being. Not being this or that. Not being spiritual or a meditator. Just being. Letting everything come and go. Here and now. So rest. You are here. Why did you show up today? Why did you turn on this video? Were you trying to gain something? Trying to become something? See, we all have our reasons. And our purposes for coming to practice aren't good and they're not bad. But it feels, even in a subtle way, that practice quickly becomes about transforming. You want to meditate because you've heard some sort of benefit from it. You've heard that once we calm down, once we free ourselves from being attached to thinking, then things will be better for our life. And of course, this is true. But, and you already probably know where I'm going with this, especially if you are a regular community person here for the Attentive Mind. When we sit to practice, if our mind is trying to get something from it, then we're just thinking. You know, a lot of people, like yoga instructors, will tell you to set your intention for a yoga practice. What do you want to gain from it? But meditation isn't doing that. In fact, it's a clear stopping of that action. It's not seeking to become anything else than what you already are. Now, to our mind, that sounds great. Let me just be. But it's tricky because the mind is so tricky. Like you have the images of just be, and you're sitting there, it's in presence. And you want that because that being present isn't what you are during the day. So in a way, you're trying to transform yourself from this everyday boring, whatever, troubled person to this meditator that's just being. And maybe you're hearing me say, don't try. Don't try to grab. Oh, that sounds great. And even subtly, the ego, the sense of self, will say, oh, let me now not try and let it go. Because that would be better than where I'm at. And I'm here to tell you that your everyday, ordinary experience is it. And most of us don't like to hear that. I know I didn't. And most of us have to take the long route, go all the way back to this point. Oh, I was already there. Which is why today I was hoping you could notice that that the next thing that I'm about to say isn't under your control. You have no control of what's happening here. Now, of course, you can turn off the screen, but you don't even have a control of the thought that wants to turn off the screen. It's a little deep, but everything happens by itself. Sounds are happening by itself. You don't control it. You don't control this next breath or what your endocrine system is doing or the way you shape your bones or grow your hair. It all just happens. All of it. And when we recognize that, then we can recognize that the effort to become something new is futile. Because the starting point is always this, here and now. So I know it's a bit tricky because you'll hear me say, become present, come back to this moment. You've never left it. But because we are all, and including myself, are attached to thinking, because we are completely enchanted by the words that go through our head, we have to say these things. We have to say, be still. We have to say, practice every day. When really you already are. Sounds weird to say that. So really the point of this is just an attitude thing towards practice. Now, as you go out through this weekend, there's going to be 2 days of no daily practice or no meditation practice from the Attentive Mind. So I encourage you to practice on your own. I encourage you to sit and see if you can just stop trying. Stop reaching. You may notice that's not easy. It's the habit we're in. To simply be, as Sri Ramana Maharshi says, not to be this or that, but to just be, isn't an action we take. It's a ceasing of action, a ceasing of trying to become, a ceasing of being better than what you are, and to just be what you are. And let me know in the comments, either on this video or on Monday's video, how your practice went. Practice is becoming what you is not becoming. Practice is remaining what you are. Right here, nothing different. And that is great news. Thank you for your time today. Sorry for my rambling. I know I'll go on sometimes. But thank you for your attention. And have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you Monday.